Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the Spanish tragedy, and today we get to hear from Balthazar in Act 2, Scene 1. So Balthazar is currently being kept captive at Lorenzo's place because he was captured as a prisoner of war when Spain beat Portugal, but he's actually being treated pretty nicely while he's there, and he had an opportunity to try to woo Bellimperia, but she, being in love with Don Andrea, who Balthazar killed, is not really open to that idea. She instead has decided that she's going to fall in love with Horatio to spite Balthazar. So Balthazar has been trying to woo her to no avail, and he has watched her begin to flirt with Horatio. But also there was a big banquet, and there was a little dumb show that showed that both Spain and Portugal really have England as an enemy. So things are okay right now between Spain and Portugal, which means that here at the start, well, it actually really means that Don Andrea, the ghost of Don Andrea, is very upset that he has to sit and watch this because he wants to see Balthazar suffer. And the personification of revenge is like, hang on, just wait, it's coming. So at the beginning of Act 2, Scene 1, since things are mostly good, we have Balthazar and Lorenzo talking to each other, and Lorenzo is like, just give her some time. Like, every wall falls down, every bird eventually comes home to roost. Like, yes, she's being tough right now, but she won't be able to be tough forever. She will eventually come around and love you. And Balthazar says, no, she is wilder and more hard withal than beast or bird or tree or stony wall. But wherefore blot I Bellimperia's name? It is my fault, not she, that merits blame. My feature is not content to her sight. My words are rude, and work her no delight. The lines I send her are but harsh and ill, such as do drop from Pan and Marcia's quill. My presents are not of sufficient cost, and being worthless, all my labour's lost. Yet she might love me for my valiancy. Ay, but that's slandered by captivity. Yet she might love me to content her sire. Ay, but her reason masters his desire. Yet might she love me as her brother's friend. Ay, but her hopes aim at some other end. Yet might she love me to uprear her state. Ay, but perhaps she hopes some nobler mate. Yet might she love me as her beauty's thrall. Ay, but I fear she cannot love at all. So this is Balthazar having a bit of a pity party because Bellimperia doesn't like him. He starts out, she's like, she's not gonna bend, she's not gonna break, but actually, like, this is my fault. She doesn't like me, and I'm not wooing her correctly, and my words aren't landing on her in the right way in the letters that I'm sending to her, and I'm not sending gifts that cost enough. So, like, basically I'm just wasting my time. And then he spends the second half of the monologue listing off all of these things, like all of these reasons why she might come around and love him. Maybe to appease her dad, or maybe because he has become Lorenzo's friend, or maybe to raise up her status. But for each one of these things that he thinks of, he can think of the counter argument why that actually isn't going to work. And he lands on, like, she just doesn't love anything. And Lorenzo is like, leave it with me. I have a plan. I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make her come around. Do you trust me? Will you just go along with whatever it is that I have to say? And Lorenzo is like, okay, fine. Yeah. Or Balthazar is like, okay, fine. Yeah. He's going to listen to what Lorenzo has to say. So then Lorenzo calls in some external help, and we will get to hear more on that in tomorrow's monologue. So I will see you then for that. Mwah.